Hello, everyone. Welcome to TBR Harvest Sprints. I see some people are saying good morning, good evening, good afternoon. For me, it is the evening. It's 6 p.m., and so we have the spooky jack-o'-lanterns and kind of the Halloween-esque background. So I hope that's okay for the people who are enjoying their morning coffee or tea, because it's definitely a different vibe. I saw that we had a handful of people join early. Hello, Pip. I saw it later on that you mentioned the live begins right when you get off work. Congratulations. You survived another day. I hope that work wasn't too stressful because it's only Tuesday. And if it was, we have a lot of the week to go. But we also have Jess here. Hello. And Alex. Lovely to see you all. Kelsey, who is currently buddy reading Wild Dark Shore with me. We are very close to the end. Like, this is how much I have left. So you all are going to hang out with me maybe to the end while I finish this book. And then I have another book in mind that I could pick up later on. For those who are doing booktuber bingo, I'm counting this. I've got bingo card number 7, and I'm counting it for Paige, Pages with Paige. She said a book that makes you feel something, and this definitely makes me feel things. And so that's what I'm counting it for. But I also was unintentionally doing the Tombs and Tomes prompt today because it's non-human character or non-human on the cover. And these have many non-human characters on here. It's nonfiction though, so they're not really characters. I'm learning the history about when the earth was green and really enjoying it, actually. But anyway, hello, Robin. Switching between Bog Queen and Passenger to Frankfurt. Ooh, so you're switching between that and an Agatha Christie. When I saw that, I thought that you were reading The Bog Wife. I just got this from the library. My director, she pulled it out for me and was thinking, hey, when this came in, I thought of you. And I had to tell her, I already am going to borrow it because I saw it on the shelf and I already want to read it too. So we'll see if I can get to it. Probably not this month, though. Fortunately, at my library, we get books for 4 weeks. So I should be able to read it at some point. But anyway, dinner is ready to put in the oven. Lovely. Dishes are done. No interruptions. We love that. I'll cross my fingers for you, Robin, because you're playing with fate. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Glenda. We also have Sadia here. Ooh, friends, reading A Drop of Corruption. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it, Sadia. If you don't, totally understand. I really enjoy that series. So obviously I am biased. But yeah, I hope you have a great time. We also have Aaron here. Dana was saying good morning, as you would from the Southern Hemisphere. Totally makes sense. Hello to Neil. Hope you're having a good evening. Hello, Louisina. Glad I'm able to join today. Yes. Yeah, this is not my usual time. I mean, I don't have a usual time these days, but I very rarely do evening public sprints. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like we're having a sleepover because it's going to be dark out by the time we wrap up tonight. Good afternoon. I'll be reading Blood Slaves by Marcus Redmond, a horror historical fiction book. I can imagine that one's going to be quite heavy, but I hope it ends up being a riveting book that you can recommend to others, Glenda. Howdy. Hello, Lexi. Working on some journal spreads today, but I may also listen to my current read, Fire Exit by Morgan Talty. A few people have been talking about their journals, doing journal spreads for this year, but also getting their minds ready for their next reading journal for 2026. And I'm like, that's right. I also need to be thinking about that. It's only October, so we've got time. But I was like, okay, that's something I need to make sure I don't forget to do. And then suddenly it's December 31st. And I'm like, that's right. I was going to track things. Hello, Bree. Hope you're doing well. Alex is working on The Half King by Melissa Landers. Yay, Wild Dark Shore. Honestly, not sure what you'll think of it. And I feel badly, but I really can't tell you guys. So you're going to watch me read it, watch me finish it, which is in itself very exciting, and we can be happy about that. But I can't tell you my thoughts because it is for a reading project. Those of you who know I'm a part of the 5-Star Reading Project and that I called Kelsey a buddy reader might kind of know what it's for. So keep an eye out for Rainey's channel for that. But yeah, I can't say, but don't worry, Caitlin, your wait won't be very long. Because I know that we're all currently reading our books and getting prepped to send all of our clips to Rainy. Hello, Jamie, joining from work. Only 30 minutes left. You can do it. But also, Wild Dark Shore, I was looking at it because obviously with Goodreads, Choice Awards just around the corner. I didn't realize how many ratings it has. I think it has like what 182,000 ratings. That took my breath away. That was so shocking. I knew that it was a release I was really interested in, but I just didn't, and I knew people were reading it. I just didn't realize that many people were reading it. So anyway, very exciting stuff. I should know that the author's very popular, but anyway. Hello, Tracy. I'll be reading The Crescent Moon Tea Room today. Very nice. Currently eating dinner right now. After I finish eating, I'll be reading The Grave Empire by Richard Swan. Oh yeah, another book that I've been seeing making its rounds. Hello, Ashton. So glad I got to catch another one. Yay! Like I said, I've been trying to vary them. I can't sprint all the time. But obviously for TBR Harvest, I'm trying to sprint more. And so I'm doing all the different time zones. I'm going to be reading An Elderly Lady is Up to No Good. Oh, is that the translation? The very kind of short novels, novellas? I might be thinking of a different series, but I've read one of those if it is the same one. Feeling a little under the weather, need a quick and easy read. Oh yeah, take care of yourself, Ashton, for sure, especially because we're getting into the fall season as far as like colder weather. The year is weighing on us. I think this is time for people to start feeling under the weather. That was me in September. Hello, Annika, just saying goodnight. I know, totally understand. Some of these time zones, like those who I think are in the time zones of like Africa and parts of Europe, this is getting too late. I'm so glad to see you, but yeah, take care of yourself. Good night. The live also begins for me right as I am getting off work. Not sure what I am reading yet. First sprint will be a dinner one. Yeah, fuel your body and then fuel your soul and heart with a book. There we go. Hello, Hazelnut. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Annie. Reading Chaos at the Lazy Bones Bookshop by Emmeline Duncan. I read this last year and I found it really sweet. And I really enjoyed all of the Halloween references. It's very much a cozy mystery, which isn't for everybody, but I hope that you like it. Hello, Anne. You started The Stolen Queen. I read that this month for our only Murders in the Book Club. Anne knows this because she's in that book club, but I'll be very interested to see your thoughts. Hello, Reluctant Heroine. I really love that handle name. Finishing A Dance of Lies by Brittany Arena. Sounds great. Hello, Ellen. Also very late for you. Is this my excuse to start reading at midnight? Oh my gosh. Finally reading my mashed potato book and loving it. I knew it was going to be the Book of Guilt because obviously you referenced it in a couple of your videos saying, I'm holding off because I'm afraid that when I read it, it's over. And yeah, I'm so glad that you're loving it. That is awesome. So for your prompt, Ellen, I ended up reading Lucky Day by Chuck Tingle and had a really good time with it. And I knew because it was a new release and I pre-ordered it, I was like, this is going to sit on my shelves. I need to read it right away. And so thank you for your amazing prompt. And you stay up as late as you want. But if you get sleepy, I will not fault you. Even though Ellen also just released her newest addition to the series where she's reacting to all of the bingo prompt drops. So if you guys want to check that out, definitely check it out. I think I'm a video behind. So I need to catch up on Ellen's videos, but it's been really fun to see her like slowly see all of the options she's going to get with the 2 cards that she had. I have the Bog Wife on my TBR. I'd be up for a buddy read if you want. Oh yeah, maybe we could figure out a buddy read in November. Could we find a way to have this book count for our, oh my gosh, I forgot I've got stickers in here. My, what do you call it? My director gave us all of these kind of cute stickers that are like a haunted house and it just fell out. Maybe we could read it for Bucket Listathon. For those who are looking for a November readathon, that's, I wouldn't say is similar, like copy and paste to TBR Harvest, but it has options and it goes November through December, kind of like an end of year readathon to get your goals done. By Danny Dabbles, check it out. We had a blast last year. This is the 3rd year that she's hosting it, but Maybe Louisina, we could figure out, because I know that you're participating in Bucket Listathon. Just got off work, might start Jurassic Park. Also so good. So many of you are reading books that I'm either intrigued by or get my stamp of approval. Jurassic Park is a really fun book. I would say that The Lost World, the second book, I have a slight higher preference for, but they're both really good. Hello, Erin. Reading What Moves the Dead as part of my Pumpkin Patch TBR. Very nice. That's on my TBR, not for this month, but in general. I do want to try that. I think that's going to be my first horror with T. Kingfisher, I'm pretty sure. 38% into Bookshops and Bone Dust. Awesome, Jenny. 50 pages left of my friend. Is that my friend's? I might be mixing that up with the Frederick Bachman book. But you're very close, Dano. 20 pages till the end of the Millicent Quibb School of Etiquette for Young Ladies of Mad Science. Oh, that is quite the title. A lucky find in a coffee shop. Oh my gosh, I love that. You know what? We need to bring back the perusing. I think we need to bring back perusing, where we're simply entering a bookstore or a library or maybe like a little free library, and we're just perusing and like no impressions, just grabbing a book, a lucky find, and obviously looking for books that we know we're going to love. But I browsing, maybe that's what it is, the browser. I feel like I don't browse very often. I'm kind of in and out and know what I want. Hello, Carolyn. How are you? Reading Phantasma. Another super popular series, because Enchantra's next, isn't it? I think so. Hello, Julie. How are you this evening? I read The Bog Wife in April. I enjoyed it. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm really excited because I saw some buzz about it. We just got it at the library, so I don't know if it was a donation, or maybe, Jamie, did you read it as an ARC? Either way, as soon as I found out that this book was coming out, and I'm obsessed with bogs. I love a book that mentions a bog, because I think they're a really cool, like, part of the environment. They're really creepy, but also just awesome. So that's why I'm interested in it. Hello, Alora. I'll be reading Our Kind of Cruelty by Araminta Hall. Ooh, that sounds, I'm assuming maybe a bit of a thriller or a suspense. Loving it so far. Awesome, Sadia. This is a drop of corruption for those who aren't keeping track of what everybody's reading. Started this morning, and you're on page 192 already. I hope you continue to love it. Honestly, kind of pushing to get my book done, because I have 2 arcs due the first weekish of November. Yet again, forgot they existed. It's so tough, especially if you try to save arcs for when they, like, for their publication date, then you kind of forget, or the date comes up a lot faster than you expect, and then you're suddenly feeling overwhelmed when I don't know. I'm really bad about, I either read arcs early or like way late. like it's terrible, and usually it's late. Trying to figure out Fablin books. I have a bunch of in progress reads to check if they fit. Did they just announce a new prompt in Fablin? This is I'm holding the wrong book. I've got too many books in front of me. But yeah, so this is my first Charlotte McConaughey. I know that Migrations is quite popular, but When There Were Wolves, to my understanding, is probably her most popular book. Obviously, people have their own preferences. But yeah, this is my first one. And what attracted me, I'll tell you this, is that there were elements of cli-fi. And I was like, okay, like cli-fi, suspense, literary, some buzzwords that really work for me. I love a cli-fi narrative. So I was like, okay, this seems really interesting. So that's what grabbed me. And I'm assuming Migrations and When There Were Wolves probably has that too. So I don't know why I never picked up her books before. But yeah, this is going to be my first one. Currently reading Not Good for Maidens by Tori Bovalino, but I haven't actually picked it up since Sunday. Me too. There's a couple books that I picked up, and I haven't picked it up in a few days. And I'm considering picking up The Ghost Keeper graphic novel. We shall see. That could be a really nice palate cleanser too, like a quick graphic novel. Just dropped the prompts 15 minutes ago. Oh my gosh. Like right when these prompts start, or right when this sprint started, before I started sprints. That is perfect timing. Oh, that's so funny. Hello, Danielle. You have arrived just in time. I'm soon going to be starting the first sprint. Oh, you just started the Tainted Cup. Okay, so Sadia is reading A Drop of Corruption. Danielle just started the Tainted Cup. Oh my gosh, very exciting times for Leandra the TBR Zero to be on the internet. I hope you have a really good time with it, Danielle. But feel free to be honest and let me know if you aren't feeling it. I'll be doing a read through of How to Write Romantasy by Jenna Moraci, or Morachi, it might be. It was just a recent release. Oh my gosh, interesting. That it's like specifically a romantasy and not some, you know how there's like, I guess there are books that say like how to write a mystery specifically. So I guess it makes sense, but that's interesting. Hello, Maya. So glad to catch this live. Definitely need to use this live to film book haul and then figure out what to read. Yes, we are going to be productive friends. And hopefully I can motivate you all while I keep on track for myself. Hello, Margaret, the person who is the host of Fablin, who's just sent everyone to their bookshelves to see what will fit. Prepping for D&D while waiting on some Chipotle. I mean, the inspiration of her readathon, D&D. I hope you have a great time. Okay, on that note, friends, we're just over 15 minutes. So I'm going to pause here. I'm going to go through the comments and see who I missed. And then I'll be sure to pick up there and say hi to you all when we get back. But thanks so much for being here on like a random Tuesday night for me. I really appreciate it. So yeah, do you guys want me to be small so you can enjoy the moon and everything here? I'll make myself small. If you want me big next time, just let me know. But I'm going to make myself tiny and I'm going to start the timer now. So I'll see you guys in 45. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I need to get through the hellos because there were quite a few people that I missed the first time around. Hello, Kellen. Reading Don't Let the Forest In. Is it C.G. Drews is the author. Super popular. I know that their newest book, is it their newest book? Hazelthorn. Everyone's been really enjoying that too. Hello, Atia, one of my booktuber harvest participants who gave us a lovely prompt. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Jen. Good evening. Finished dinner. Breakfast night. I love that. Listening to You Belong Here by Megan Miranda. This is something I've just discovered. Thrillers, mystery thrillers, tend to, like, not all of them, but there's a trend where a lot of them are a full sentence. Like, you belong here, full stop. Isn't that funny? I just kind of realized that the other day, that you can kind of tell when something might be a mystery thriller or a thriller if if it's a statement. Hello, Maeve. First time joining. Oh my goodness, welcome. As far as like reading sprints goes, I hope I can entertain you. We've got a good group, as always. A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. I read this earlier this month. I really enjoyed it. I'm trying to think what I preferred. I think I gave it the same rating as I gave the other book by Sangu Mandana. I gave them both 4 stars, but I don't know which one I like better. I really enjoyed them both, so I hope you enjoy it too. I also fully support this. Definitely read A Drop of Corruption, Kellen. And you won't be alone because there's other people who are already reading it. But you've got other things you got to focus on. Good afternoon, Michael. Happy sprinting to you too if you hang around. I saw that Brian here was here too with a blue penguin waving tears. Like, very weird the way it's described, that emoji. Hello, Jay. Hope you're having a really good evening. You might be gone. It's quite late for you right now, but you could be up late. And then Angie's here too. I'm glad you were able to catch the sprints as well. And yes, so speaking of Wild Dark Shore, I got to page 248. And I think it's just over or just under 300 pages. So I'm very close to the end. I can't say my thoughts. I imagine that your sister really wants you to read it because she thoroughly enjoyed it. Also, Camilla's here, another person reading Agatha Christie. And speaking of like Camilla wished Glenda a belated birthday. Glenda, I hope you had a lovely birthday. And then, weirdly at the same time, Colleen was like, sprints for my birthday. Colleen joined. Hello. Happy birthday to you. I know that later on you say that you've had a really relaxed, kind of calm, low-key birthday, which is exactly what you wanted. And I'm glad. And you took off the week, I think you said. Perfect. I did that for my birthday as well, actually. I took off the entire week just for myself, and it was very nice. Another booktuber harvest participant, Brooklyn. Hello, Brooklyn. How are you? I hope you are having a lovely Wednesday morning. I'm really happy to have you. I don't sprint in evenings very often, and so that's why I don't get to see my Australian and New Zealand friends. So very happy to see you. Linz is here too. So is Ro. Sarah joined right before we were about to jump back in, which is great. So yeah, I think I've caught up. I've said hello to everybody, and now it's time for us to get through how everybody else did. But yeah, my plan is there's a potential I could finish this in the next sprint. Don't hold me to it because I don't want to like rush it. If I don't, I'll get ever closer to finishing in the next sprint. Jamie's done with work, running a couple quick errands while listening to Stolen Queen. Another person reading Stolen Queen for the book club. Made it to 76% in The Second Death of Locke. Awesome. Almost done with today's sections of Foul Days. That's another book I want to try just because I remember last year Danny really enjoyed it. I think it'd be a really fun fantasy horror to read. Also scoured your shelves. Ooh. Was it oh, that's right, for Fabelin. That's why you were scouring your shelves. Ate dinner, got to 16% in Loteria. Ooh, interesting. I don't recognize that title. Teresa's joining. Hello. I can't tell you, Teresa. I'm so sorry. I know you really enjoyed it. You gave it 4.75 stars. And I think that you were one of the people who I think of when I'm reading this because I remember you thoroughly enjoying it. I can't tell you because it's part of a project that you will see in the future on Rainy Blue Reads channel. You're picking up what I'm putting down. So I can't say anything. I can't. Honestly, I got a snack and just enjoyed that. I finally had an hour with an empty house. That shall be ending shortly. So time to lock in reading. Ooh, yeah. I'm glad you were allowed yourself time to relax because depending on how many people you live with and like how often you're all at home, those moments by yourself are far and few in between. Listening to Picture of Dorian Gray, awesome, Sarah, a classic. Finished My Friends, so good in some ways. I'm glad it wasn't as heart-crushing as Beartown. I think that Beartown is I'm not as familiar with Frederick Bachman's canon, but I'm pretty sure that's like the hardest, that series as well as the hardest. The rest do speak on, sentimental, emotional things, but I don't think any of them really hit. But I like in the same way as that. I haven't read that book, but I've heard it really crushes you. I've read A Man Called Ovid like years and years ago. And then I tried Anxious People. I did end up DNFing it, but a lot of people have said that that's not one of his like greatest books either. But yeah, those are the only two experiences I've had. 6 pages of how to write romantasy. So much I've already learned. That's awesome. 23 pages in The Grave Empire. Then my dogs reminded me that I needed to feed them dinner and that they needed pets. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm sure that you enjoyed petting them as well. Hello, Helen. Welcome. I read your comment too quickly in my brain. And I was thinking, don't let the forest in. And I was thinking, like, another person's reading that book, but you are reading a thriller by Lisa Jewell. Don't let him in. Another full sentence. I'm telling you, there's something going on. Not all thrillers, of course, have that trend, but there's a lot that we could probably name quite a few that do. It's a funny quirk that I think they have. I'm enjoying The Stolen Queen so far, but I'm going to switch to La Luda for an eyeball read next sprint. Is that the second book to Gog Magog? I'm pretty sure. Plans went off the rails per usual, however, still productive. Okay. Got me a little sweet treat drink, edited my daily short for social, got hardcore into an assignment that is due tomorrow. Productive. Like 100% no notes. Maybe not what you planned, but I'm sure you're very glad that you got it done. Hello, Jamie. Welcome. What are you reading? Wait, let's see. I've been catching up on the news from today, figuring out what to read for Fabelin Day 4, starting with the arc I must finish today. Okay. Sounds like you've got your priorities straight. Even if that arc doesn't fit for Fabelin, you'll find something else that will work for it. Jenny read 8 pages of Bookshops and Bone Dust. I'm pretty sure that's what you're reading. Didn't get much reading in, but got to eat dinner with my in-laws and one of my nephews. Family time is always productive time. Reading a Harlequin intrigue called Raven's Hollow for your birthday. Fast-paced with a touch of supernatural. Still need to source some dinner, leaning towards a PB&J. I mean, the classic comfort food, that if that's what you're craving, that actually sounds very nice. Don't know if you would like heat it up. Would you like toast it or anything like that? Is there any kind of special jelly or jam you'd use? Got to 52%. Awesome, Annie. Hello, Bree. Just put dinner in the oven. Very nice. Chicken casserole. Decided to listen to The Demon and the Light. Oh, by Axio. Made it 4% in. I was trying to figure if it was make it into 2%. Oh my gosh. This is why I don't sprint at night, because you're gonna like see me like crash. But we got there. Finished dinner. Ooh, and a crochet square. Now I can read. I'm wondering if I should make the goal, because I've been saying it all year, of trying to crochet, like starting by December 31st, 2025. I want to have said that I started my journey trying to crochet. We'll see if I get there. Hello, Michelle. I feel like it's been a while since I've been able to join your sprints. Yeah, no, it's because I haven't really given you many opportunities, so we'll blame me. Just finishing up a presentation for work, going to be working on a vlog and starting Theo of Golden. Smart, get the presentation done, then you won't, be up too late or worried about it, depending on when the presentation has to take place, and then you can get to reading. I'm in the middle of a vlog as well for TBR Harvest, and I keep having to remind myself, okay, Leandra, make progress, and then you can keep recording because I always get distracted with a bunch of other things. Read 2 chapters of the final volume of My Hero Academia. Very nice. Yes, happy birthday to everybody. Hello, Michelle. Just started The Death of Mrs. Westaway. Already very intrigued. I'm not familiar with this title, but obviously it sounds like a murder mystery. It sounds very interesting. I might have to look it up. Appreciate you doing some at this time. I try to make other times, but it depends how much notice there is to ensure I wake up early. Honestly, yeah, I totally understand that. Because if I do daytime sprints, I think for you all, it can be 4, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. And it's lovely if you are up and functioning and can do that. But yeah, half the time I watch on replay as it still helps me get through stuff, which is great. Yeah, it's crazy. I always think about that because yeah, likewise, I think a lot of times Australian and New Zealander booktubers, they'll have it during my nighttime. And I remember Brooklyn was like kind of the first person who introduced me to sprints, and I was watching her sprints, Brooklyn Reads. And I remember sometimes I'd be staying up until like midnight, 1 a.m. to finish her sprints. And I was like, Leandra, you can't do this as much as you love her. Like you can't be staying up this late. So I totally get it. I've also got a bookmark in The Stone Witch of Florence. I've eyed this book, but I haven't picked it up. I know our library has it. Too unfocused to give it proper attention right now. Yeah, then it's not the time. Danielle is 20% in the Tainted Cup. Really enjoying it so far. Very exciting. I got to 25% of You Belong Here. Did some diamond painting. Very nice. Haven't picked up book 2 in Beartown because it was so hard. That's what I hear. I hear that series is just like with every passing book is really tough. Obviously really moving, but not a series you could binge. I mean, I'm sure some people have, but I don't know. I know the project. Yes, you do. So excited for that. I'm really excited to see what you think. I know our tastes don't always align, so it will be interesting to hear your thoughts. Indeed. I think I said this before you arrived, but the one thing I will say is that this was on my list of books that I wanted to read by the end of the year. Hence why Kelsey and I are making it a priority. Hello. Oh my gosh, Christina, your new name always messes with me. It's not new anymore, but I always expect to see the K. Having a quiet in bed today, still hurty from the dentist, but wanted to show some love. I appreciate it. Keep lurking. You rest, enjoy the entertainment, enjoy adding more books to your TBR. As you also take care of everybody else, reminding us of all the important reminders. But yeah, definitely take care of yourself for sure. Oh my gosh, are we close to the end? No, we're not close to the bottom of the comments. Okay, that's what I thought. Anne. Yes, happy birthdays. Yes to, that's what I thought, Jenny. I'm pretty impressed with myself, friends. I'm remembering a lot of people's reads. Got to page 14, chapter 2. Awesome. So you're just starting this book, Glenda. Okay. Didn't read. I made dinner, put away laundry. Now I'm diving back in. Okay, I all I did, Kelsey, was send you an update as to where I was. Like I didn't send anything. I just kind of marked it like, hey, I'm at this percentage, and then there we are. So okay, things happened. That's all I'll say. Things happened, and we gotta talk, but we'll talk later. Haven't read all day. Did work on my reading journal though. Almost caught up with it. Now snuggled in the covers and going to pick up. Is there a dog under the covers with you? Just wondering. The Paleontologist. Oh, that's right. You're reading that as like for your dinosaur prompt because Teresa's also a BookTuber Harvest participant too. So is Kelsey. Who else? Julie, who's here, also has so many people in the comments. So lovely who gave me BookTuber prompts. But I've been eyeing that book. I was almost going to read it, I think, last year or whenever it came out. And then I just kind of lost track of time and had too many books to focus on. Allowing the music to pass because I know it kind of messes up my audio sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna highlight this one comment because Julie is supporting me in trying crochet. No pressure, but it is a delightful. I think it is, especially like when you're doing like either listening to an audiobook or when I'm watching sprints and chatting. I can still do things with my hands, maybe not while I'm on screen, but like while I'm watching sprints is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, let me pause the comments and ooh, yes, message me. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh, I don't think I missed any. Oh, okay. We got small channel here. Hello. Don't know what you're going to read at the moment. Let us know when you actually get to it. And then we also have Anna here, Red Rising, 50 pages a day. Oh, so you're doing 50 pages a day. Interesting. That'll be actually probably, I like piecemealing reads. Not that 50 pages is like small potatoes, but I like doing that because then I'm usually remembering what I've read for longer, and it kind of finds its way into my long-term memory when I'm reading a book slower than if I read it in a couple days. So that's awesome. But on that note, friends, we're going to pause. We're going to jump into another 45-minute sprint. If people are saying hello and I've missed them because the comments haven't loaded or it happens during the sprint, I will make sure to highlight you when we get back. But yeah, thanks again for hanging out with me tonight. Even on some of your birthdays, your birthday weeks, I appreciate you guys. Okay, I will see you in 45. Hello, friends. Welcome back. Catching up on some of the comments. I see that Victoria is new here. Hello. I saw you kind of catching up with the chat and everything, listening to What We Don't Talk About When We Talk About Fat by Aubrey Gordon while mending clothes. And I also saw you saying, like, everyone's talking about crocheting. I'm going to crochet while watching a show after I mend. Awesome. And so many people, like, so many came in saying, yep, also crocheting tonight, and I love that. See, it just feels like such a cozy hobby. I need to actually do it. You know what I also want to do? What is that? It's the needlepoint? Is that with the circle and you're kind of, that one I think is beyond me for now, but that's also one that I would love to be able to do. It seems very, very cozy. And then, yes, everyone's birthdays, including Teresa's. Your birthday is less than a week away. Oh my gosh, I hope you've got the best day planned, a great weekend planned if you plan on kind of celebrating early. And then Katie was here. Hello. You're lurking, probably still lurking, totally fine. Hope you're doing well, friend. And then Van is also saying, yes, crochet. Oh, my grandma taught me when I was young, and it's always been a cool thing to just be able to pick up and decide, I'm going to make a stuffed animal. That's what I want. I want to just, because it's a lovely expression of creativity, because there is variety in it. Not only just one, being able to do something with your hands, like the different colors. It can be a gift for someone. You can challenge yourself with a different maybe pattern or a different type of, there's a lot. There's a versatility to the hobby that I think that as I gain more skill, once I try it, it would be a fun way of also like leveling up. Like I like the idea of like being able to see yourself improve, like it becoming easier. And anyway, there's a lot that I want to be a part of. And then hello, Yellow Rose. I saw you joined not long ago. Good to have you. I hope you're having a really good day. And I hope Solar is too. Not sure if Solar is lurking. But I ended up getting so close to the end. Look at this. I'm so close. I have like 20 pages left. I'm also using a throwback bookmark from last year's TBR Harvest, the Trick or Treats. Yeah, they were a lot wilder, my bookmarks last year. Lots of color and everything. And they're a lot thicker too. So I've been using that as a bit of homage to last year's. And yeah, I think, I don't know if I told you guys this, but I'm listening on audio, full cast of characters, by the way, and like full cast of voices. There's a different voice narrator for every single character and their perspectives, which is just, that's really well done. But yeah, I only have 20 pages left. I'm very, very close. Oh, the audio is telling me I'm 91%. That's why I brought up the audio. It's telling me I'm 91% of the way through. So I'm almost done. I'm going to finish in the next sprint. Jess did your roles for NetGalley November. Oh yeah, and I think Christina shared a link. So if people are interested, I think that's somewhere in the chat. I was cursed 21 rolls to get to the end of the game board. Oh no. Well, at least you got a lot of things that you can read. Meanwhile, I'm taking the bucket listathon route. I don't know if you guys have seen that game board, but also the filling your bucket. I like that. But this is just a good example of there's a million different things that we can do in November, the different types of readathons, which is awesome. So yeah, very exciting times. I got to 31%, finished my section of diamond painting, made some tea. Yes, tea sounds lovely right now. I'm tempted to make myself some like chamomile or maybe mint. I've got like mint in there too. Made it to 85% in the second death of Locke. Unfortunately, rather bored. Oh no. Was this a book that you expected to just absolutely love? Or has it, like you kind of were, oh, I'm enjoying this, and now it's diminishing with every page you read? Hello, Krista. Just home from a very busy day. Happy to find sprints on. Yes, surprise sprints. I hope that you have a nice calm evening after your busy day and that we can help you out with that. Got 1.5 chapters read. Awesome, Alex. Enjoying this so far. Very curious to see where it goes. Okay. Made myself a little snack plate. I only have 25 pages left. Oh my gosh. And you've got the food to help motivate you. It's fueling you so then you can read those 25 pages. Awesome. And I love a snack plate. Those are nice like munchies. And yes, cross stitching. That's what it was. What's needlepoint? I don't know what that is. Or is it embroidery? I don't know. It's the one where you've got like the circle that's usually like wooden, and there's like a nice, it's almost like makes me think of like a drum, and then people go in and out of the cloth. Yeah, I don't know. I got a few chapters in and I'm making some tea. Ugh, yes, indeed. It's chilly here, so I need something to warm me up. I think we're finally getting into the chilly weather, which I like. I'm very excited for it because I can wear all of my sweaters and stuff. 33 pages for Erin in The Grave Empire. I think this has the potential to be an amazing book. Crossing our fingers. Cross-stitching or embroidery. I cross-stitch, but I've never embroidered. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I want all of the crafts. Like, I would love to just be like a crafting like expert in all of the things, but I haven't made the effort. And isn't it funny how that prevents you from becoming an expert? Hello, Ben. How are you? I'm here trying to catch up on chores after a 2-hour spiral of tracking everything I haven't been doing in a journal. Oh my gosh. And then finally saying to myself, hey, I should actually do these things. Sometimes we need that little breakdown to like realize our head is so full. And then we're like, okay, it's on paper. I will just one task at a time. It's going to be fine. 20% in Carla's Choice by Nick Harkaway, who turns out to be, oh my gosh, John le Carre's son. Interesting. This is a new George Smiley novel, one of the le Carre's. So I've only read one book by this author. I actually read it during 12 Books of Murder Myths, which is coming back. I have plans. Things are happening. But during my series last winter, I did 12 Books of Murder Myths, and one of the books I unwrapped was what was it? The Spy Who Came In From the Cold. And I remember that was the book I was the most nervous about when I unwrapped it and was like, oh no, I don't know if I'm going to like this. And it was a really pleasant surprise. I was actually very moved. I found it to be like a novel that tires you, but in a good way, where I enjoyed it. So I've been meaning to try this author again, basically. Just got home, made it halfway through chapter 5 of The Stolen Queen. Early days, very early days, Jamie. I'm wondering what you're thinking about it. Started the new October Day novel because a friend reminded me we are buddy reading it together. Isn't that oh yes, if they check in saying, okay, we're starting this today, and you're like, oh, we're starting this today. Yes. I am not surprised at all. Too funny. I got to 39% in the Crescent Moon tea room. I learned to craft from my Nana. So many people learn from like their mothers, their grandmothers, which is really lovely. And her sisters. It's a cozy reminder of time with them. Yeah, that's really sweet and really wonderful. I don't think to my knowledge, my grandmothers didn't actually do any type of knitting or crocheting, and my mom doesn't. So yeah, I didn't. I'm not blaming them for not learning how to do it, but that's why I'm like, okay, I would have to like motivate myself to learn how to do it. I tried crocheting, but any slight flaw, I would undo it. I don't have the right mindset for it. Ooh, like perfection, like because you can notice if it's not completely aligned. I can understand that. Yeah. I feel like I used to be, and I'm not calling you a perfectionist, Helen. I used to be a perfectionist though. And then I just decided to stop caring about that. And that's why I used to do full spreads with my bullet journal. I've really calmed down. For those who've been here for a while, you'll maybe remember some of the videos where I shared my like full on drawings. I used to do this full hand drawing, no like sketches beforehand. I didn't used to like practice or do pencil. I just went in and drew it. And because I made that decision to do it, I had to tell myself it's not going to be perfect and you have to be okay. Like if you mess up because you're free drawing, you've got to be okay with it, which I totally understand people not being able to do that. It made it to 7% in my book. Took a relaxing bath. Ooh, lovely. Sounds like we've got tea for a bunch of people. We've got a snack plate. We've got a bath. Everyone is making sure to treat themselves tonight, which is very nice. Solar's lurking. Sounds good. Had a terrible day, but being here at Sprints is helping. Okay, I'm so sorry. I know, and I think, was it just this weekend, Yellow Rose? You had a migraine. Like, we just this has not been your week, I think. So I hope that it gets better. Getting ready to start my new library book, The Secret of Pembroke Park by Julie Klassen. Ooh, I like the title of it. Loved the audio of Wild Dark Shore. Yeah, and I mean, I entered it really blind. I wasn't expecting that. So for those who are audiobook listeners who are interested in this title, a full cast of voice narrators, and it's multiple POV. So you're following the perspective of the father, Dominic Salt. His 3 children all have POVs as well, as is Rowan, the woman who mysteriously washes up on shore on this island that is off the coast of Antarctica. Like, it's all of them are, and I think the voice actor for Rowan's perspective is the same voice narrator for Little Thieves and Painted Devils, because I recognize it. Like, I mean, it's all of them have Australian accents for obvious reasons, because it's set in some southern hemisphere, and also they're from Australia and then came to this island. But that, I'm pretty sure it's the same. It must be the same voice actor. I was not sure if I liked the dad because I like his character or his voice. Yeah, his voice is very distinctive. Only made it to 32% in my book because kid got home from work. We were making banana bread and sandwiches. That sounds lovely. Now we're watching Celebrity Weakest Link, but I'll get back to it at some point. Yeah, totally get back to it. You have a lovely evening planned with your kid, and that sounds great. Hello, Solar. Solar, you definitely didn't have to join. You were just lurking. I feel like I forced you to get onto the keyboard. But hello, friend. Hope you're doing well. Made it to 70% in What Moves the Dead. Ooh, it's not a long book, but you are very close to the end. I'm going to stop for the night, but oh man, is this creepy and icky and awesome. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm in love with Miss Eugenia Potter at this point. If you know, you know. I don't know, Erin, but okay, interesting. Like I said, I haven't tried any of T. Kingfisher's horror before, so this will be my first, because I ended up adding it to my horror bingo challenge that's hosted by Wicked Reading. She hosts a year-long challenge for horror, and that's the one that I think I did for the square that's like a library borrow, because I know my library has it because I work there. And they can just keep staring at me. So yeah, I'm going to be reading it soon, but I like to hear this. This all sounds very good to me. I was definitely eager to read it, and then saw good reviews and thought it'd be much better. What is this? Thought it's been much better. It happens. Oh, you thought it would be much better. I'm following Caitlin. I know exactly what you're saying. Okay. Yeah. So this is why, because you're so close to the end. You're 85% of the way through, I think you said. Thought it'd be better. Yeah, it does happen. Sometimes the reviews and ratings lead us astray. We don't agree with the majority. Got 100 pages into the graphic novel, both intriguing and lovely. Then you made the right decision, Louisina, for sure. I'm both sad and happy at the same time. I've been daily getting sucked into the hyperfixation mode whenever I sit down to read, end up writing instead. I have made my world very extensive and very full of characters and very rich in themes, but I haven't finished reading a book in the last 2 weeks. But you got to follow the creative flow. So I totally get it. Embroidery. So it seems like most people are saying that's embroidery. Probably because because of my description when I was a bit more thorough? Okay. Although cross-stitching, do they call it cross-stitching in Sims? Because that's what I'm basing it off of. I once in a while I'll become obsessed with Sims, and I often have one of my characters, one of my Sims, good at that skill. And so I think they call it cross-stitching in the game, but maybe it's kind of like both. Got to page 61 of Death of Mrs. Westaway. Really enjoying it so far. Okay. Sounds good, Michelle. Oh, yeah. I mean, the title alone sounds interesting. Listening to your description of embroidery, because I was like, I don't have the words. I don't have the language. So I was like, yeah, it's like a snare drum's top is the best way for me to, and is that a snare drum? That's what it reminds me of. Yeah. Okay. Embroidery it is. Needlepoint is like the overarching category. Oh, then different styles. Is how much of like beginner I am to the point where I don't even know what I'm saying. Love cross stitching, but I start stupid size projects. Oh, probably like really, really big sized ones. And you're like, this, I'm going to be in it for a while. Okay. Well, on that note, I will say I just saw this. I saw your voice message. I listened to one of them. I don't know. I don't know if you sent more than one, but I did. I just listened to it, and I was like, I sent some responses, but maybe you sent another one. Anyway, we'll get to it. Okay, let me get us into another sprint. I'll go through the comments, double checking that I haven't missed anything that I don't want to make sure I highlight in the next chat. But yeah, I'm going to keep us on track, friends. So we're going to go for another 45, and I will see you when we get back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back from that sprint. Let me know how you did. I finished Wild Dark Shore. I came here to accomplish this task, and I did. So I now can go to bed happy and feel proud of myself. Woohoo! Again, if you want to know my thoughts about the book, you're going to have to wait until Rainy's video comes out on her channel. Very exciting times. But yeah, and like I said, I actually did count this for BookTuber Harvest for Pages with Paige. Book that makes you feel something. So I haven't gotten a bingo yet. I will say that I didn't get a bingo. So then after that, I actually started working on a few things for TBR-thon 2026 because, of course, I'm already thinking about that. And so I'm making progress, which is great because I found the sooner I get things done, like periodically, the better I feel feeling fully prepared. And so I'm in really good shape. Like I'm so much further in like what I'm doing than I was last year, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I just like have the vision better. But anyway, so it's very exciting. Where am I in the comments? Thank you. Woo-hoo. Yes, I finished my book. Made and then ate your dinner. Awesome. Finished your book. Yeah. Yay for finishing your book, Stacy, too, because Stacy got a bingo. By the way, I highlighted this. I totally missed it. Did I highlight anyone else's comments? No, okay. This is where I finished the War of the Worlds and got a bingo. Congratulations. I saw you comment that in the Discord as well. Very exciting. And then Michaela also joined. Hello, Michaela. I didn't want to miss that. Okay, now we're good to go. Made it to 34% in the Stolen Queen, made a veggie burger. You know what I had for dinner tonight? I had a black bean burger and I put some cheese on. And then I had two burgers. One of them I put like hot sauce on. And then the other one, I've got this like Japanese teriyaki sauce that I put on everything because it's really yummy. So that's what I did, like some lettuce and avocado. It was delicious. Thank you. Can't wait to see what you think. I feel like you won't have to wait too long. We'll see. It might be like early November. It all depends on when Rainy gets all of the footage and then is able to edit it all into something coherent. Because when, what's crazy is when you're dealing with 4 different people's like clips and trying to like figure out, it's a really fun exercise though. I had a lot of fun when I had to do it for my channel. Had a very productive sprint. Finished the book. Oh, yay! Congrats, another finished book. Finished coloring in the gravestone for the scavenger hunt. So I love that people are doing that, either like with like graphic, like digital drawing, or they're drawing it physically. I've been love seeing that. Since I'm planning to participate in Nano 2.0, finished up my writing prep. Nice. Got to 52% in the Crescent Moon Tea Room. Continuing to make progress on that book, Tracy. Made it about a third of the way through Magical Innkeeping. Maeve, are you enjoying it? I'm not sure if you've said this, but did you read the first book? Or is this your first experience with Mandana's work? I read them in publication order, but you truly don't have to because they're both standalones. But yeah, I hope you're liking it. If not, that's also okay. I've read my buddy read pages for the day, crocheted a bit more, might switch to Disney Dreamlight a bit before bed. Yeah, just for a little bit of comforting kind of thing. I've been craving some cozy gaming. I did that not this past weekend, but the weekend before, and it just kind of centered me before the week. And I haven't had time since, and I'm like, I need to do some cozy gaming again. Spent the sprint relaxing, as you should. Trying to regulate after the day I had. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I'm very pleased. And this was our goal too. I'm pretty sure Kelsey finished as well because she sent me a message. So we both accomplished our goal, which is great. Read 36 pages in The Grave Empire. Erin, you have been chipping away. Like I feel like you've been reading like 30 to 36 pages per reading sprint. I feel like I'm getting surprises at every turn and you're loving it so much. Oh my gosh, amazing. Yay! Yes, and not just for me, for Ashton and for Stacy, for quite a few of us who finished books. had dinner, read a bit more of My Hero Academia. Just 2 chapters left. Oh my gosh, you'll definitely finish that soon then. Also, congrats on finishing your book. Thanks. Yeah, we're feeling very productive. I feel accomplished. Yeah, you're still here. Decided to be, you decided to be good and go to the gym. Happy it's done now. Yeah, it's always one of those things where you're like, I'll feel better if I do it. Some people really enjoy going to the gym or like doing exercise because it's part of their hobbies. But for those who don't, hopefully you feel better after doing it and you're like glad. It's just kind of like getting yourself out the door and everything. I will say, Angie, I'm still here, but we are going to be ending sprint soon, just so you know. I don't want you to get too excited. I'm really glad that you went to the gym because you wanted to, but I just want to let you know that we aren't going to be doing any more sprints. Finally getting to join only, oh no, but oh my gosh, you're all making me want to do another sprint because I feel so bad for those who just joined. But thanks for being here. Thanks, Fish. I also love your name, Books and Running with Fish. That's so cute. Only got on in time to read about 4 pages. No, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be heading out though. Unless you all convince me to go for one more sprint. I did read the first book, loved it. Okay, good. I'm glad. Because yeah, I'm still in between. I like them both. I can't say which one I like better or not. So far, I'm liking this one equally good. That was my same experience. I've been reading Phantasma. Yes, you have during commercials of Dancing with the Stars. So I didn't really read that much. Hey, you're enjoying Dancing with the Stars, and that's totally fine. Thank you, Glenda. Thank you so much, and good luck continuing to read your book because I know you just started it. But I hope you continue to make progress. Read another 35 pages. Awesome, Camilla. And also really good to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you very often, but I feel like I say that every time. So maybe I'm just obsessed with you. 60% in Danielle. Because you're reading The Tainted Cup, right? Oh my gosh, might be one of my favorites of the year. Yay, I'm so excited. Darn, I was hoping for one more sprint as I'm just able to join now. I know, I'm so sorry. I think I'm probably gonna have to go to, well, you know what? We've got one more sprinting session. Not today, obviously, but I'm planning some joint sprints with Danny, either like on the 31st and or the 1st of November, because my readathon's ending and hers is beginning. And so we're going to be, we're going to be doing a really big bash. I think we need to figure it out. But yeah. Thanks for being here, Camilla. Good night. Thank you for the sprints tonight. I wouldn't mind doing another sprint, but you do what you want to do. Yeah, I'm a people pleaser, but I think I need to make sure I go to, because the thing is it's 9 p.m. here, and I already know that it's going to be tough to make myself go to bed by like 11, and because I'm a good sleeper once I'm asleep, but it's hard for me to get to bed. Finished my 50 pages for the evening. Yes, Anna, because you were doing, is it Red Rising? I think you were doing 50 pages of Red Rising a day. We'll read a few pages in before the coffee gets cold. Oh, before the coffee gets cold before bed. I haven't read anything in that series by that author, but I've been meaning to try it. If you do go for one more sprint, I'd be about to finish a Discovery of Witches. Angie, you're making me consider, but I can't, guys. Oh my gosh. I wish I could though, because this is always so fun. My eyes were tired, so decided to catch up on some booktube videos. Nice comfort before bed, indeed. And that's smart to know, you know what? Put the book down. I'm going to enjoy it when I pick it up tomorrow. Do some unwinding with booktube. Just back for the chatty bit, heading to the studio. Ooh, heading to the studio. What is that? Sounds so, it sounds very glamorous. If anyone goes to the studio, it sounds very fun. I don't know if it's like an art studio, I'm assuming, but it could be other types of studio, music studio. Getting off for the night, going to play some Pokemon. I hope everyone enjoys their night or day. Yes, you too, Ashton, and have fun with Pokemon. I love that a handful of people are like, I'm going to go game a little bit to relax. That's great. Thanks for being here, Teresa, and thanks for sending that description in the Discord. It definitely helped clear it up for what is going on with cross stitch and embroidery. Thanks for being here, Jamie. Yes, you're right. So this is why I'm like, we need to take care of ourselves. I'm really bad about trying to stay up later than I should. So thank you, Yellow Rose. Thank you for keeping an eye on me. Thanks for being here, Julie. Enjoy Dreamlight, Disney Dreamlight. I'll hold you to it. Take care of yourself. Do some fun, cozy gaming. I'll use Focus Friend to finish the Black Mage. Okay, sounds good, Tough Angel. I'm so sorry. Fish, Tough Angel. Who else just joined? I know Stacy came in to like celebrate that she finished her book. And I think it was Michaela who just joined too. I'm sorry, friends. We support your need to get off. Glad I could join for even a bit. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll definitely have to do more sprints so that we can kind of like have everybody join in the fun. But I good luck to everyone who needs to keep getting things done tonight / this morning, afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Thanks for being here, Glenda. Yeah, hope to see you next time too. I do have some videos coming up, and actually Friday, I have a video coming out that is it's about the Goodreads Choice Awards. It's a prediction, but it's a bit of a quasi situation. I decided to go my own path. We'll see if you all find it entertaining or if it was just something I had to do for myself. Oh my gosh, you own a dance studio. That's amazing. No, I think that's so cool. Yes, good night, good day to everyone. Sleep well, take care of yourselves. Thanks for being here, Angie. I miss most of them, but I will go back and watch them when I have time to sit and read. Oh yeah, and I hope that they like keep you focused and you can still feel like you're participating in the conversation, even if you're not here live to comment. Oh, that's good to know, Glenda. So yeah, for those who need sprints, Lexi is hosting sprints right now, and so is Nicole. Which I think that makes sense because I think they both tend to host sprints on Tuesdays. For people who want sprints every Tuesday night, I think those are the two people who do it. Thanks for being here, Bree. Good to see you. I was lurking a bit before while getting some chores done. Yeah, sounds good. Lurk away. I support the lurkers. Good night, Stacy. Have a good day. And yeah, good night, everybody. Have a good morning. Enjoy your coffee or whatever you're getting up to. And yeah, I'll see everybody when we come back. Where are my? There it is. Okay. Bye, everybody.